Hi, I'm Dr. Adam Fink here with Hutchinson Chiropractic and Wellness. I have my assistant Megan here with me, who's going to help me demonstrate our new decompression unit here in the office. One of the things that this is very useful for is a bulging or herniated disc. So most people have heard of that term, or you probably either know somebody that has one or has dealt with it in the past, or maybe you've dealt with it in the past as well. Some typical symptoms that people deal with when experiencing a bulging disc is that pain that radiates down the leg. It could be numbness, it could be tingling, it could even be weakness if it's real severe. And then the term sciatica, some people have heard of that term as well, and that relates to pain radiating from the low back down the leg. I'm going to have Jill zoom in here a little bit just to show you a demonstration of what a bulging disc looks like. So when those discs bulge out the side, they can put pressure on this nerve here and pinch that nerve between the disc and the spine. So these discs are made up of mostly water, about 80% water. So this decompression unit, what it does is it helps stretch that spine out and kind of suck some of that disc back into it. It also helps us rehydrate or lubricate those discs. As I explain it to patients, I compare it to like an old leather belt, right? An old leather belt that gets kind of brittle and cracked and dry. The same thing can happen to these discs over years of wear and tear, or if those joints are not moving properly, they get dehydrated and they get cracked in there. So this decompression unit helps us stretch and take pressure off of those discs and suck some of that fluid or that bulge back into the disc. It also helps lubricate that disc because that pumping action helps move water in and out of that disc and helps lubricate it. So just like that old cracked leather belt, if you take some oil and you lubricate that belt, it can make it more pliable. And ultimately that's our goal here, is to decrease inflammation and swelling around the nerve and to make that disc more pliable. So I just want to take a minute here and demonstrate this decompression and how beneficial it can be. So I'm going to get Megan hooked up here. Excuse the noise, there is a little noise with it. So Megan, go ahead and lean back. We've already preset the arm bolsters here, so you can see that those go under her armpits, nice and comfortable. Now I'm going to go ahead and get it started. And then we've just got one strap. It's a padded strap, it's nice and comfortable. So we'll put that across her lower legs to hold her lower body to this unit. As you can see, these arm bolsters will hold her upper body in place. And then this machine is going to stretch or do traction and decompress those discs. We've also got over 20 different protocols to deal with different diagnoses related to the low back, from disc injuries. If it's bulging more on one side, we can just laterally flex to the opposite side. If they've got a spondylolisthesis, which is a big fancy word, that we can do different protocols for that as well. So I don't know if you can see it, but you can probably hear it. Right now, that is stretching her out. And we have different settings too. We can dial it back or stretch it further. We've also got settings on here that include vibration and heat that can also increase circulation and help decrease the spasms and the inflammation in those muscles. So it gets a little noisy, so I won't leave it on for the whole video, but just to demonstrate that. So now I've got heat and vibration turned on for her as well. Turn that part off. Another thing we like to do, especially when people are dealing with disc injuries, is do electric stimulation with it, because adding that electric stim to the decompression can, again, just increase circulation. It decreases swelling and inflammation, and people are seeing huge results with this. Again, from not being able to walk or go up or down stairs, get in or out of their car. We've had patients talk about sleeping better than they have in years, or just that chronic backache, especially people waking up with a backache. A lot of times that's because there's inflammation around that disc. So we've had numerous patients tell us that they're sleeping better than they have in years, and they're waking up with much less pain. So it's been a huge benefit to our office and to our patients as well. So if you or someone you know are dealing with a disc injury and you haven't been able to find any relief, stop in and check it out. Call us, click us, or just come in. Our phone number is 320-234-3584, or our website is hutchinsonchiropractic.com.